But so I like that. When I did do the Second World War play, it was in honor of my grandfather because I started a book about my grandfather's life. Then it just got too boring because there wasn't enough. I mean, it would be exciting, but it wouldn't be as exciting as.
As a writer, you can exaggerate.
Exactly. So
to
I
a
needed
point.
him to die. And so what I did was at the very end of the play, I had him, the guy that was my grandfather, get shot and killed. It's about a husband, or no, it wasn't a husband. It was a guy and his girlfriend, and you saw both sides, and she kept writing him letters, and he kept writing her letters, so you kept seeing where he was at.
What branch of military was he in?
The Army. And I actually took an actual, like, please edit this part out because I can't even remember the word. Like, I actually took the actual company he was with, and then I just made up a character and threw him in there. So I actually had, like, well, first we're going here, and then we're going here, and so you actually followed it along. Kind of like with Band of Brothers, but it wasn't Band of Brothers. But anyway, and so I had the real army going to where they were going and everything like that, and real battles that they were going to fight in and stuff like that. And then right near when the war was supposed to end, he was going to get to come home. And at the very last scene, the scene before the last scene, second to last scene, he says something. He's talking to his sergeant or whatever. I'd have to get the play out because this was back in 2001. So it's 2010, so it's a long time ago. And he says something like, I mean, I haven't read it since, or I haven't watched the video or anything since. But anyway, and he says something about you get to go home, you know. He's like, oh, you know, he's so excited, and then he says, so where do you live? And he's like, I live in Portland. He's like, oh, Portland, Maine? He's like, nah, Portland, Oregon. As soon as he says Oregon, I had the loudest gun sound shot through the whole auditorium. And I had strobe lights on the audience, like I had them all along, and it just did one big flash. And then the whole stage was black. And all you heard was his sergeant yelling, medic, medic, medic. And then the lights came up. Everybody's crying. It was the greatest feeling as a writer. Like, I hit the mark, what I wanted to do. I wanted to have that, you know, get everybody and just grip them by the somethings. And everybody's just crying. I'm watching women look around for tissues because I'm like, I was upstage at first, but I made my way behind stage so I could actually look out at the crowd, like hidden. You know, I had a perfect view from backstage. I could sneak right through because there was like trees and stuff on stage.
Where was it performed?
Where was it performed?
Yeah.
In Maple Shade. It was
like a theater?
No, it was at a church.
Oh.
Because they let me do it.
That's pretty intense for a church.
It was real intense for a church. It was awesome. And then the next scene, we just had Amazing Grace played, and all you saw was, which wouldn't actually make sense. I kind of doctored how history really would be. Like 2 soldiers came in bearing a flag, a folded flag, and handed it to the girlfriend. Because they wouldn't actually hand it to the girlfriend. Most likely they'd hand it to the parents. But I didn't talk about his parents at all on the thing. It was all about the girlfriend. So giving her the flag. And also, like, I don't steal things from other writers and directors, but I do. Like, I don't steal their ideas, but like I really enjoy Quentin Tarantino. I really enjoy Aaron Sorkin. I really enjoy the camera. Orson Welles. I love their writing. I love how they've done it. So then I try to focus in on that. And I know their styles are all different, but when I do write, like I wrote a political play, so of course I watched a lot of West Wing because I enjoy that kind of stuff. So when and I also try to get a little more into politics. I'm sorry. And then, that's how I like that stuff.
That's good. No, keep going. No, that's really good.
I don't know. I mean, you know, and then I always put a little like homage in there to when in that Christmas play when it was the boyfriend and girlfriend, they were getting engaged. He called her Honey Bunny. She called him Pumpkin, which was a reference to Pulp Fiction from the first scene. Their names are Honey Bunny and Pumpkin. So I threw that in there. I try to throw in, you know, just little things that, even names of characters. Dillman was the name of one of the characters, which is another manager that works with me. And it was funny though. We performed it 3 nights, and the night that Dillman came to say it, the actor saying his name said it wrong. He called him Dillard or something. And he was so disappointed because I was like, trust me, your name is in the play. It's like, and Dillard will be. Like, ah! I loved it. I thought it was the funniest thing. Some library in town, and we had
You gotta talk a little bit louder.
so there was some
There
library
you
in
go.
town that we had to try to save, because the town wanted to not fund it anymore. They were like, "Hey, we don't have the budget for it." And like, "Hey." So I got together with a couple filmmakers in Philadelphia, and we decided to try to save it. And so we went around and we interviewed like the town historian and all these different people, and then we interviewed members of the town council. And so I had to write out all the questions that I was going to ask, and I asked all the questions. And,
What kind of questions did you ask? If you
oh,
remember.
all the different budget questions. I mean, there was a lot of boring questions, but then we did a good job editing.
Like I should do
Right.
with this.
Exactly.
Hint,
And then,
hint.
and you know, we had to, not just boring questions, but we have to ask different people about what they thought of the library and what kind of books they got out. And then we did some senior citizens and a librarian from, this is a good story. Hey, Cameron. So, we had the first librarian, like it opened like in the 50s. So we got the first librarian. We were so excited to get her because she agreed to do it. And we asked her why it was so important, and she said, "Well, it's not important anymore. I don't actually like those people in there now. They're very rude. We were nice. We were real nice, but they were mean and nasty. They're just nasty now. They don't have coffee. We used to have coffee when they came in, and it was the greatest thing." And then she's like, "And I don't even like you asking these questions. This is personal." And I wanted to put it so much into the video, but we had to edit her out. She's like, "I was the first librarian." And then that's all we had in the video because like the rest of it was just ripping on us about how nasty everybody is, and she doesn't even go there anymore. So that was funny.
Nice.
So
What does the library mean to you?
it doesn't mean anything. That was actually my last question to everybody. And then I also have my kids in it, like, you know, because that's what you do. You have them walk around, and I was like, like getting out books and reading it. And then I tried to ask Ethan questions, but he just gave me answers I wanted to hear. And it's like, I like the library because it's very good, and I get books out with my dad. I was like, yeah.